Lisa and I am the Little Beauty House in Long Stratton, and I just want to show you how to keep an extra week out of your biosculpture nails. Really simple. All you need to do is give them a good clean. Non-acetone polish remover. I do sell in the salon for just £6 just to save your biosculpture gel. Give them a good clean over. Give them a good rub over. And if your cuticles are bad, get them done. So all you need to do is your cuticle pusher backer and do your cuticles. Push them back, push them up off the nail, get rid of any hangnails, etc. This should get rid of all that skin that's going to attach itself to the polish when we eventually do it. Just going to go around all of those cuticles. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. So all around there, all the hangnails, etc, etc. If you have got some cuticle nippers, fantastic, only if you know how to use them. So you just literally nip the cuticles away. Mine are quite bad today, so I am glad I'm getting this bit done. So literally carefully nip all that cuticle away. Fantastic for the actual hangnails themselves. I often pull my skin around my cuticles, so it is a fantastic thing to do if you can use these nippers. Be mega careful if you've never used them before, because you can cause cuts, rips, etc. on the nails. Right, so that's almost done. My thumb's pretty good. And I had quite a bit there this time actually. So, next thing to do is buff the gel down. So literally, get a zebra file. These are fantastic because they go around the cuticle simply. You hardly ever catch your cuticles with these. I can always give you these when you come visit me. I've always got spare ones, etc. And I'm happy to give them away free for all my regular ladies. So literally, buff that bump down. It looks all white and nasty, but it is going to help the actual polish sit nicely. So I'm just going to do that onto the other ones. It doesn't take too long, but do be careful with the file that you don't slice yourself, so don't use too much pressure on the nail, and we're basically just getting that top piece of gel off. So literally get rid of all of those lifty bits, etc. that you may occur. So I'm just going to do it with this one as well. You also need to give your nails a good file up as well. So literally buffing it all down, getting rid of any lumps and bumps, etc. If you have got normal files at home, they should be absolutely fine. But as I say, I will give these away free for you. Right, just doing my last one here. The next thing that you're going to need to do is give them a little bit of a shape up. So what I would advise is using a slightly older file. That one's pretty new, but it's a lot quicker if you use a newer file to do the actual buffing down the gel. Right, so use a slightly older file, and I like the squoval shape. So what I've done is flatten the top, squared off the sides, and ovaled it slightly. I'm sure I've made up the squoval name, but a lot of my clients actually use it, and it is a great way to describe what type of natural nail that you would like. You can do oval, etc. obviously, and you can do sharp square, but squoval is by far the easiest one to get. And my thumb's a little bit oval there, so I've just got to do a little bit more work onto that one. Right, the next stage is the white blocking stage. Right, as you can see, they look pretty nasty at the minute. So a white block is one of these. Again, I do sell them here. I may even give you one if you pop in if you're a regular client. So give them a really good buff over. Not too much pressure on this bit. That gets rid of all the skin and the cuticles, etc. as well. Doesn't take too long. But just making sure it's smooth enough for the next stage, which is the base coat stage. And always keep in mind, do not go too far with this. Do not buff the whole of the gel off. You're just literally buffing the top layer, so the 2 layers of the S-gel, or the clear gel and a slight layer of the claret or whatever colour you've got on. As you can see, they are beautiful and smooth now. So, what I'm using here is an OPI base coat. I find OPI base coats much better than most because they are nice and thin. So all you need to do, 2 or 3 swipes with the base coat. Making sure that you're not going in the cuticle or not flooding the cuticle. Sometimes if you're a little bit shaky, it can help if you just hold your breath. So make sure all those matte, chalky looking areas have all been covered in the base coat. So that's that stage done. As you can see, a lot more shinier. Right, the next stage is the actual polishing. So a good tip is always give your polish a little wiggle. You can roll it between the fingers that way and upside down. That'll get all the pigment going. In an ideal world, it's best to leave the layers to dry about a minute in between, depending on what polish you're going to use. So this one's got a high pigment polish, so I may just use the one coat. So I'm just going over the base coat, giving it a nice little polish up. And then once you've done that, all you need to do is finish off with any top coat. I do sell the top coats here. They are only £6. I got little mini ones which are absolutely fantastic. And they're quick drying and nice and thin. That's what we're looking for. Again, being very careful of the cuticle area. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing here. Hopefully I've got it at the correct angle for you. Some people may require a second coat. Depends how good you are at your polishing. It's probably best if you get a friend to do this, to be honest. So I would say 2 to 3 swipes of the polish on the first coat. And again, in an ideal world, about a minute or so to let it dry in between. But I'm going to go straight on with the second coat because I don't want to bore you all with the 2-minute waiting. Even I have got to concentrate on this, and I've been doing it over 10 years, so don't worry if you're taking too much time on it. Even I miss areas on myself sometimes. And the whole point of this is that you can get that extra week out of your nails. This means you save money and you can change your colour. You don't have to go for the same colour at all. As long as you use a good base coat and the colour isn't too high pigmented, you can't go wrong. Right, and then I'm just going to finish off with a top coat. As simple as that, if I can open it. And that way you've got new nails for a night out, you've got new nails for your new outfit. You don't have to stick to the same Biosculpture colour that I've actually put on you. So 1 to 2 strokes of the actual top coat. Last but not least, my thumb, and voila, they are all done. Just clean up any little areas you may have gone over, and I think they're pretty good. Compared to about a 2 weeks growth with my actual Biosculptures, here's your new revamped one. Thank you very much and happy polishing.